This week on What to Watch, reigning HBO queen Jean Smart is headlining a, smart new comedy series.
It's like watching Picasso sing.
Plus, Jane Levy is here to create an extraordinary playlist of her own.
What the heck is going on here?
Start planning your friend's reunion party. It's time for What to Watch. At last, M&M's Mix, all together in one bag. Hello everyone and welcome to Entertainment Weekly's What to Watch, the show where EW staff help you solve your viewing dilemmas. I'm your host Jared Hall, and reuniting in Montana with me, our digital writer Sydney Bucksbaum and TV critic Kristen Baldwin. Hello to you both. How are you?
Hi.
Good.
Hi, well, let's get right to it. We have some fun stuff to talk about today. Jean Smart, one of my favorites, is taking center stage in the new HBO Max dark comedy that's all about comedy, Hacks. Kristen, tell us, is Hacks the real deal?
It is. First of all, how do you not love Jean Smart? She's amazing. And, if you thought Watchmen was the best performance of her career, just wait, because here she plays Deborah Vance, who's this incredibly successful Vegas comedian. She shares an agent with a young writer named Ava. And long story short, the agent suggests that Ava come to Vegas to write some fresh new material for Deborah. And it becomes this sort of veteran versus upstart buddy comedy.
Ava is played by Hannah Einbinder. She's a stand-up in real life. This is her first role, and it is a big one. What do you love about their on-screen relationship?
Well, it's really interesting because it starts off very adversarial because, neither of them want to work with the other. Eventually, though, they definitely see something in each other and that they will because they have a mutual respect that sort of builds up. And it's so well done and funny and also just really moving. And give Jean Smart all the Emmys. Give her all the Emmys.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you next, because you and I predict that she should be nominated. She is all over the place, too. She has that. She's in Mayor of Easttown right now. So are we living in a smartassance? Because people are saying it.
Nobody's saying smartassance, but
No.
They should say smartassance because it's amazing. And honestly, it's not as though she ever truly went away, but these are roles where she's mixing the drama with really sharp comedy, and she's just so great at it. And I cannot imagine a world where she doesn't get an Emmy nomination. It's not, I will burn LA to the ground if it doesn't happen.
I'll be watching for you. Well, no, I won't be watching for you because I don't want you to be here. Let's hope she gets that nomination.
Yes.
And just a note for anyone who's curious, if you're a fan of Broad City, this really might be up your alley because the show is from the team behind that show as well. All right, we need to take a quick break, but when we get back, we're going inside the mind of Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist star, Jane Levy. But first, let's take a look at this week's fan moment brought to you by M&M's Mix. We polled our fans to find out about their TV binge-watching must-haves. Take a look. Kristen and Sydney, which would you two have picked among those?
I definitely need snacks and a comfy, I have a specific section on the couch that I like to sit on.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I have a really comfy couch. I'm all about the fuzzy, furry blankets. It's all about comfort for me.
All right, folks, we will be right back. Welcome back to What to Watch. All right, folks, if you could hear the heart song playing inside of me right now, you know it is a happy one because I am thrilled to be joined by the star of Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist, Jane Levy. Jane, how are you? Thanks for being here.
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. So we, before we really get into the nuts and bolts of the show and the upcoming season finale, we wanted to play a little game with you that we are calling Jane's Extraordinary Playlist. Clever, we know. All right, so we're going to show you some images from different TV shows and movies that you have starred in, and you have to tell us what song would capture that character's innermost thoughts and feelings in that exact moment. You ready?
Okay.
All right, let's do it. We're going to kick things off with Suburgatory. Your character Tessa staring down a fish. What is she thinking about?
I mean, what the heck is going on here? Maybe this song is You've Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman.
It actually really fits quite well. All right, I can't wait to hear your pick for this one. It's Mia from Evil Dead.
What's that song by Four Non-Blondes? What's up? What's going on? I think Mia's looking around being like, how the bleep did I get here?
I think anyone in that situation would. What if Lisa...
Well,
Oh,
it kind of
Lisa.
looks like there's I know, poor Lisa. It looks like there's like a UFO landing. Like that's me looking at aliens coming to Earth. So maybe it's like, what's that song? One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people.
Oh, Flying Purple People Eater? Yeah. I can't think of who sang it, but that's very random and I love it. All right, last but certainly not least, from Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist, what song represents our beloved Zoey and her feelings in this picture?
It's like, when I see this girl, I think of somebody who wants to eat a lot of food. Can you think of a song about it, like somebody who just wants to eat a bunch?
Gosh, I don't know. I'm thinking like, all my picks are going to like alcohol.
Sure.
How she maybe wants something stronger than that wine. She wants shots? I don't know.
Shots.
So on the topic of Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist, let's get into it. The season finale airs this weekend. Zoey has gone on quite the transformative journey this season. So what has it been like for you, that difference between season 1 and season 2 and what you've been able to explore?
She, at the end of season 1, lost her father. And so season 1 was a story about a woman learning to say goodbye and like how hard that is. And season 2 is how one moves through the grief after losing somebody. She wants to jump over the hard part, as most people do. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of unraveling that happens in season 2, and she makes a lot of bad decisions, maybe drugs, maybe the wrong man. And it was these last couple episodes heading towards the finale, I think there's a lot more definitive decision-making and growing up and coming to terms. And, she's also in therapy, so she's acknowledging a lot of what she's been running away from.
Is there like a moment that you kind of feel really defined her this season or that surprised you that they wrote in?
A defining moment for this season was definitely the flashback episode, seeing Zoey 5 years ago, seeing her sincere, pure desire to work at Spark Point, to see her first meeting with Max, to see what the family was like pre diagnosis of the neurological condition that Mitch eventually dies from. Learning about the character's past really informs the future, and I had a lot of fun with that episode.
Can we also talk about, there was the moment in, it was the Double Date episode where Mary Steenburgen and Bernadette Peters are singing Gwen Stefani's Rich Girl, and there's kind of some moments there are those tables in the greenhouse or whatever, and you're just kind of leaning and watching, and I'm like, I just kind of felt like a genuine, pure sense of delight on your face being present for something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working with two legends, and they are having so much fun, and the joy that they feel is infectious, and that's, an easy day of work for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't even imagine that. That was such a fun number. Very unexpected. Not what I thought they would sing, but it was fantastic.
Right.
Listen, Jane, that's all the time we've got for today. I really appreciate you joining us here on What to Watch. The season finale of Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist airs this Sunday on NBC. Be sure to check it out. Thanks, Jane.
Thank you so much for watching.
And that is it for our show today. Thanks also to my guests, Kristen Baldwin and Sydney Bucksbaum. We'll see you next week on What to Watch.